Hello everyone! If you remember from our first episode, we tried to make a game called Boop, and tell you what, it didn't work out so well. Talked a lot with the developer, looked a lot at example code, looked at a lot of stuff, and found out what I was doing wrong. I wasn't spawning it on the network, so I was instantiating it, but wasn't putting it on the server, so... whose fault was that? Mine. So we got that solved, but the problem... and then I, made it, everything, right? Put it all together, me and my editor played it a little bit, but the problem I did run into was when you shot a bullet from when you weren't hosting, if you joined the other person, then it made it lag a little bit. So here's basically my findings and my thoughts. I want to take the approach of programming so I can take baby steps as I learn it, so it's not frustrating and I don't run into as many issues with that as I did with Boop. So I'll show you the finished project of Boop where I got to. And then what I'll do next is probably start making an actual multiplayer game, but probably try and steer away from shooting projectiles until I know how to sync it. And I might come back and revisit it, take a look at it, see what I did wrong, but till then, we're just gonna work on a new project. So here's what Boop ended up looking like. Looks great, right? Even made this little stage. Whoa! So I want to make better, I want to progress, but I also don't want to get worse. So I'll probably go with a smaller project so that I can learn more. Lesson of the day. I'm like the programming Mr. Rogers. If Mr. Rogers was a very amateur programmer trying to make a video game. I just want to play with my friends. Want to play with my friends. Perfect. Is perfect. Okay, so that's what we're gonna call it. And then the 3D on, yep, okay, perfect. Add asset package. I wanna do that. Learn project, yeah, okay. I already love it. Goal of this game is to make a game that you can play at a party, local multiplayer, play online, with your friends in Alaska, just do whatever you wanna do, you know? I don't want to be like, oh, it needs to be perfect. I don't want to be worried about it. I just want to come home and be like, you know what? I want to work on, I just want to play fence. Okay, so first we want to make a main menu. Now your size. Okay, there we go. We wanted to preserve the aspect ratio. Perfect. And play button. It looks so stupid when it's stretched out, but if I preserve it, it looks like I wrote it. I think I can add a script, so if I add a component, and say new script, on pointer click, and then we can have it do something. Okay, so we'll just do debug.log play button clicked, because the play button was thenceforth clicked. Pointer click handler. It's like the script is speaking to us. I pointer click handler. Oh yeah, perfect. So now, which way is the camera looking? Perfect. So now if I hit play, it'll show play and exit, right? So here's what we want to do. How do I explain this? Each screen I want is a 3D space. This might be too big of a feat, but it might be really easy too. We basically just wanted a 3D space, and then every menu we click on, the camera just moves on to the next one, and we set which scripts are active, basically. I want, on the left side, the the menu buttons, and then on the right side you have little controllers or boxes, cubes, circles, whatever that you could control. Do whatever you want with, you know? The people that you're playing with, whether it's local co-op or online co-op, once you connect to the server or whatever, have something to do while the other person's setting up the game, because otherwise they're just sitting there, and I feel like that's a waste of social time that you could be having with your friends. Oh man, all this white light is killing my eyes, man. Okay, so what does the camera see? Also, we want a different material for that. Ah, my eyes can't handle it. You can't handle it! Materials. And then we want to create some materials. So this material we want just like a darker gray, basically. I feel like when you're playing Super Smash Bros., you know how when you're playing like on the GameCube or something, you like move the C stick when you were like the second, third at a party, or you're the little brother, and you just really want to know your bigger brother, so you just move it around a bunch, or you just want to tease your friends, whatever. I don't know. That's basically the idea here, is people can still interact in the main menu, because I feel like that's something that people want to do in the main menu. Oh, gamepad tester. Heck yeah. There we go, and we can see exactly which button we're using, or pressing. We can see the axes of that one. So this is going to come in handy when we want to know which button is which. So we'll keep that up and come back to it. And we're going to just name this A, B, C. Just kidding, it's X. Yeah. Y. First of all, I have to set up all this input. So boring. We're going to get it from joystick 1. Vertical. Horizontal 1. Vertical 1. A 1. Y 1. Duplicate. Duplicate. Okay. 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 So now we basically put in some cubes. Move up and over here. Right here. And we duplicate it. And then we make sure they have gravity and stuff. They need rigid bodies. Like, yeah. Ooh. So now they're gonna fall, right? Boom. Perfect. New script. So now that we've got both controllers connected. Okay. Big test. Boo. Oh, input A is 0 is not set up. Problem solved. Let's try again. Darn it. Program is always like this. You think it's gonna work sometimes when you start, and it doesn't work. Yee. Factor 3. Oh, that line, of course. Cars. Cars. And oh my gosh, look at it, they jump a little bit. How come all of the joysticks are getting that though? Jump strength, we'll do 50. Okay. But here's the thing, it's moving both of them. Also, that was way too strong. I think we're gonna come back down. They're balloons now, forever. There we go. So not 50. 10 I think was great. But we're still running into that problem. If I press A on player 2's joystick, it does both of them, but one of them twice as much. I think you have to put in here when I'm changing these. I think I have to say which one. Joystick 0, button 0. Joystick 1, button 0. Because otherwise it'll get every joystick, I think. Is that right? Oh my gosh, is that really right? Oh, see, now this one's not even getting this one. But this one works, and that's not even the right cube to do it. I have to rename all of them again. Because the buttons are starting at 0, but nothing else goes to 0. Also, why is this at default? What? And I have to change all these again. There we go. After so much troubleshooting, we finally did it. These two, are you kidding? Oh yeah, because we're no longer starting at 0, so this one's probably defaulting the first player, and then we come back here, and then we click on the right cubes, and we say this one's supposed to be for the first player, and this one over here is supposed to be for the second player. There we go. So while, you know, this person, the computer is like trying to figure out exactly which one he wants to do, all the other players can be dinking around with their A buttons. basically, that's what we're looking for. So good start, I think. I've never made a main menu today. I mean, at all, but now I kind of have. It's a good start. Next time it'll go faster, I promise. Sorry. Got a little distracted there.